Hey guys, and welcome to another 3-Minute Thursday. Today we're checking out how to track your text to videos, and not just an ordinary stationary shot. We're gonna do orbiting shots as well. So let's jump on into it. So first things first, we're actually going to start with the orbiting shot because I think this will help you understand the concept of behind a camera tracker and how it works. Drag my drone shot down into my timeline. I'm going to set my resolution down to 1/4 just so I can work faster on my Mac. Go to the Effects and Presets tab and type in Camera Tracker. Drag on 3D Camera Tracker onto your clip. While that's loading up, I want to hear from you. So if you learned something new today, or if you enjoy this tutorial, please let me know down in the comments down below. And also hit that like button because I found that YouTube only recommends my videos if they have a high interaction rate. Thanks. Once the camera tracker has completed, you'll see a bunch of little dots all over the place, and I like to increase the size of these track points so I can see where they are. All you have to do is drag the track point size up until you get somewhere that you like. This is what the camera tracker does. It finds planes and it tries to map these planes on your scene. Scrolling around here, it'll connect 3 points that are close together to make a plane. So for example, if you click on one, it'll highlight the 3 points. You can also select 1 point, but I like using planes. So for example, I'm gonna track the text to this front plane right here. As you can see, it's mapping the plane to the front of that ledge. And once you find a plane that you like, all you have to do is right click on it and select Create Text and Camera. What this will do, it will try to map a text to that location. And if you play back through it, you can see that this text has been mapped to that location. Now the next process is to actually double click on our text layer and type any text that you want. You can customize your text by the character tab, and I'm gonna look up my favorite font. So now the next step is to map this to the location. So I'm gonna hit S on my keyboard and that'll bring up the scale tool. I'm gonna keep dragging this to the left until I get a scale that I like. So I'm gonna go to a point where I find that it's easy to map, and any straight on point is easy. So from here, we're gonna click the drop down arrow and then go to the transform drop down. So from here, you're gonna have to play around with the X, Y, and Z rotations until you get the area that you like. Again, another tip is to hit V on your keyboard. That'll bring up the selection tool, and you can click and drag around by using these lines right here. Your X position is represented by the red handle, and your Y position is represented by the green handle, and your Z is represented by your blue handle. So move this around a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to change the Z rotation a little bit to get this level with my scene. Once you're happy with where it is, you can look at it with your scene, and that is the basic of our text track. It is completed, but one thing I like to do is check this button right here, which enables motion blur, and then also on our text layer, hit this button right here. If you don't see that, click the toggle switches and mode button, and that'll toggle back and forth. So keep in mind, this text is completely modifiable, and we can continue to change the position to our desired effect. Just play around with where it is in your scene, and you will get a completely different look. Well, hopefully you guys learned something today, and if you did, let me know down in the comments down below. Hit that like button, and if you're new, consider subscribing because I'll be making some more stuff in the future. I'll see you next time.